This Weekend Gaming! Welcome in, everybody. It is March 16th, 2025, and of course, we have our stream beer, and today's stream beer will be an Obsidian Stout by Deschutes in Bend, Oregon. This is the second week in a row that we've chosen Deschutes. Last time it was not their stout, it was their porter, which was also very, very good. Portland, Oregon, or just Oregon in general, best beer, may I say, in the world? Probably. I mean, I can't think of another place in the world that has beer as good as here. Certainly not Germany. Certainly not. So we got a few things to cover today. We're going to start off with some wins. You really have a stroke in this stream. I'm having a hard time saying some words. I tried some, sue me. I had an experimental vaccine for polio 2, and it's had some side effects. But, that's what you get. They gave me $50 and, like, a lollipop. So I think it was worth it. We're going to start off with the wins and fails. We're going to be talking about lightning striking twice and the end of an era. Oh man, I can't wait for you to see what this is about to be about. We're going to start off with our fail day. Ubisoft is closing. This is not a joke. I think, 3 weeks ago, I predicted that this would happen this year. It's already happening. My prediction for 2025 may be happening sooner than I thought, as Ubisoft announced this week that they will be forming a new entity along with Tencent to hold all of their largest IPs. This means that the Ubisoft that we know today will be formed into a new company with new management. Although not stated outright, it is clear that the venture hinges on the success of Assassin's Creed. Very, very interesting stuff. So Ubisoft is going to be closing. Or at least the Ubisoft that we know won't exist anymore. Normal American, damn. Ubisoft is less than UbiHard. That is true. That is factual. So what's interesting about this is that there's going to be multiple companies attached to this. And it's not clear now whether or not Ubisoft, the current board, is going to be the controlling board member of this new company, but it is known that Ubisoft will not be holding any of their IPs. So like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, the Rabbit thing that they have, those games are going to be owned by a different company. They're going to be moved. And really, the success of Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to determine whether or not the current people in charge at Ubisoft will still be in charge when this is all over. But it will be under a new company. And we don't know what that name is going to be yet. They haven't announced it. They just announced that they're going to be moving all their IPs to a new company that's going to be controlled mostly by Tencent and Ubisoft. And then a few others. It's not known exactly how many people are going to be on board with this. But it's not going to be Ubisoft anymore. I predicted this weeks ago. I said that Ubisoft is going to be acquired by Tencent, but it looks like something different is going to be happening. They're going to be making a joint venture with Tencent. Epic Soft. When they did lobby multiplayer. Cracked out idea, they actually had something similar in Brotherhood. Oh, I see what you mean. For the Assassin's Creed Among Us game. Yeah, they did. There's a game mode where you have to pretend to be a normal like civilian walking around the city. You look like any other NPC, and you have to pretend like you're an NPC, but you're actually an assassin trying to assassinate other players. It's really cool. Not actually a bad idea, but it won't be made by Ubisoft, that's for sure. That's a really interesting point as well, is this newest Assassin's Creed game will be the last Assassin's Creed made by Ubisoft. Pretty fun fact. This is Ubisoft's last Assassin's Creed, and it literally hinges the entire company's future on it. If this game doesn't sell well and their valuation goes even further down, it's over. It's actually over. They won't own their properties anymore. It will be owned by Tencent because Tencent will just scoop them up on the cheap. Um, let's take a look just to refresh people's memories. This is Ubisoft stock. It's not doing well. As of its highest point was in January 29th, 2021. Actually that's not even true. Its highest point was July 13th, 2018. And it has only gone downhill since then. It went from 21.47 a share to 283. So all time they're down 50%. They're somehow down from their IPO. They're worth less than they were in 2008 when they first initially listed on the stock market. They listed initially for 557. Imagine that. Imagine that. They're worth half of what they were worth in 2008 when they started their IPO. That's not good. That's really bad. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Their stock literally cannot take any more. I only followed a Unity Let's Play, and I really liked that. Oh, Unity was your favorite? I never really tried Unity. I think that's like one of the only ones I didn't play. My favorite was probably Brotherhood. I liked Brotherhood a lot. I also liked Assassin's Creed 3. I loved the American Civil War, or not Civil War, Revolutionary War. And that's with like 200% inflation? What are you talking about? Oh, I'll buy the IP for the price of 2 double Whoppers with cheese, hold the mayo. Okay, with cheese is stretching it a bit. Maybe without the cheese. I'll buy it for that. Anyways, let's take a look at our win. FragPunk! Holy shit! NetEase did it again! They did it again by releasing yet another successful hero shooter. How? Who knew? Lightning I'm literally having a stroke again, has truly struck twice with the 2 breakout successes in an oversaturated market in the same year. Okay, that's my fault. I wrote that in a really deceptive and confusing way. They've made 2 hero shooters this year, and they've been massively successful. FragPunk just came out, and they already have an all-time peak of 113,000 players, with 74,000 playing today. This was taken just a few hours ago. And it's a 5v5 hero shooter. I'm baffled. I'm baffled by NetEase's ability to make magic in such an oversaturated, overplayed market. Something that people roll their eyes to the sound of. I mean, in a world where was it Defiant or whatever fucking game Ubisoft just made that almost bankrupted them in the hero shooter genre, I didn't think there would ever be another hero shooter that would capture people's attention. Not oh my gosh, I am actually having a stroke. Not to say 2 of them by one company. It's truly monumental what they're doing here. Not only is this a surprise, but it also destroys the notion that there's no room to improve the genre. That's just simply not true, because people are still finding value in new hero shooter ideas. It's clear that the studios making these games have just gone stale. Like, people are sick of the same, I choose a hero shooter, it's got some sort of, like, fat character with neon green hair, some sort of, like, tokenized characters to make you feel better and to align with your political ideologies. No, just make something fun that has new mechanics. And it's working out for them. I don't know what to tell you. I've actually not played the game, so I don't know how it works or what's getting people so hype, but I've been seeing everybody playing it. Apparently use shard cards to allow you to break the rules of combat and ensure there are no 2 rounds are ever the same. That sounds like innovation to me. They've actually just succeeded on innovating. Who knew? Who knew that's what it took to make a good game. I'm playing that right now. Are you? Wait, let me check. I bet you he is. I guarantee you he is. Let me open up Discord. I'm gonna dox you on Discord real quick. I'm gonna show everybody what you're playing. I swear, if I open this and I see you playing, oh, he's invisible. He's invisible. All right, I won't make fun of him. There's a card that makes you move faster if you yell in voice chat. There's no way that's true. Really? That's genuinely really funny. NetEase more like net profit, am I right? Ubisoft? I don't even like NetEase after they just fired a bunch of people, but I mean, you can't argue with the results. They're definitely doing well. The market analysis is getting erased. Yeah. Still funny that Cyberpunk released Wangs as a future. It's totally unrelated, but yeah, they did. It was supposed to be there was supposed to be a feature where like certain prostitutes wouldn't have sex with you depending on your genitals. And that never ended up in the game, and I'm actually still upset about that. I don't know about you guys, but I was really hoping that would be a monumental feature. Anyways, moving on to our next story. Crossplay is coming to Palworld. Pocket Pair is finally adding crossplay to the hit game Palworld. This update will come late March and will also include the ability to transfer your pals between worlds, which is really cool. I'm hoping that I haven't played since like it launched. I played for like the first month and I never went back to it. I don't know why. I really enjoyed it and I do want to get back into it. I hope I can move my pals around. Like I hope I can still have them. I don't know if it'll let me or how that'll work, but I would like to migrate my pals to like a new world or something. That'd be really cool. Just like Ark. Let's go. Yeah, it's gonna be just like Ark. So honestly, real big W to Palworld, especially in the middle of a lawsuit with Nintendo, as they're getting literally bullied out of the market, out of making anything similar to something Nintendo's already made. Craziness. Getting literally sued for adding spheres to your game. For adding spheres. Can we just talk about how crazy that is? There's like two major shapes in game development. One of them is a cube and one of them is a sphere. And apparently Nintendo owns the rights to one of those. So, anyways, next story. Gambling company. This is a pretty accurate song to this. Gambling company buys Pokemon Go! Yay! So, the gambling company behind Monopoly Go has just purchased Pokemon Go along with Pikmin Bloom and Monster Hunter Now for $3.5 billion. This is a really sad story, actually, and very disappointing. Niantic has sold all these properties because Niantic was the company that used to own them. And Niantic has claimed that this is a partner, or that this partnership will help fund them for future generations, so they can keep these games as forever games, basically keeping them open. But this is definitely going to be a problem in the future. Monopoly Go is a gambling game. It targets addicts specifically. It uses real money, and you can gamble in the game. And a lot of people have lost like actual life savings. That's why they had an easy $3 billion to spend on Pokemon Go. This is not good for anybody, and will almost certainly lead to really aggressive, really morally dubious additions to these games. I wouldn't be surprised if Pokemon Go gets loot boxes within like a month. This is just a net negative. There's no good way to look at this. And if you don't believe me, if you don't think that Monopoly Go is gambling, well, let's take a look at this Reddit post. This Reddit post is a testimony of harmed users of Monopoly Go. There is undeniable proof between the correlation of gaming that includes gambling preying on the same type of addiction as actual gambling, especially when games like Monopoly include the usage of real-world money. So this is from a year ago on r/Monopoly Go from a deleted account. I don't know if this has been removed. It has been archived, which usually they don't get archived within a year. It might be removed, or banned or something. This game has truly shown me that I have an addictive personality. The amount of money I've spent on this game in the last 2 weeks is absurd, but I know I can't be the only one. I'm exactly the type of person this game wants to be geared towards. I want the rare cards to complete decks to get more dice, but in order to do that, I have to keep rolling dice. When I'm out of dice, I just buy more. It's so easy because it's not like I have to use actual cash for this. I just put in my Apple passcode and there goes the money. I've tried deleting the game and then I'm like, well, I have to get my free dice today. It's awful. I just want to vent to see if anyone else has been experiencing this. And then this person replies, my ex-husband is an addict. And I'm not even joking when I say I'm 99% sure this game has triggered his recent relapse. It's literally gambling. The only reason it's illegal for all ages is because you don't get real money, but try any gambling money apps and you'll see they're basically the same thing. You put in money for dice and you get money back. Here, you put in money for dice and you get fake stickers. That's why so many people are getting addicted to it without realizing it. Gambling addictions are super common, but most people don't end up finding that out. This is scary. This is terrifying. There are old people that play these games and spend their entire life savings. I've seen, there's a financial show called Hammer Financial, I think. And they had an addict, a gambling addict, who was addicted to this exact game that was in debt for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars because of this trash. It's awful. It's morally incorrect, and they just bought Pokemon Go, a children's game. I don't know what to say. This is criminal. They're criminals. And that's the best way I could put it. So I'm not happy about that. Very upset. I strongly urge people to not play Pokemon Go anymore, and do not let your children play it. Especially if you have your credit card on their account. If their iTunes account or their Apple account has a card on it, do not let them play Pokemon Go, and absolutely the hell not play Pokemon or Monopoly Go. It's not a safe place for vulnerable people, especially gambling addicts. It will prey on your addiction. You stole this from Big A reported. Have I? I literally just saw this. I saw this today, and I got it from I have the wrong source here. I got it from IGN. Pokemon Go dev moves to reassure players after 35 billion or 3.5 billion sale to Monopoly Go company. That's where I got it from. I had no idea. Atrioc, that's who Big A is. I haven't seen his recent video, so if he's talked about it, then yeah, I wasn't aware. But yeah, this is awful. This is absolutely reprehensible. Anyways, next story. Split Fiction hits 1 million sales. Congratulations to Hazelight as they celebrate their 1 millionth sale of Split Fiction in just 48 hours of their launch. That's impressive. Split Fiction has sold 1 million units in its first 48 hours. The love you all show for our game is overwhelming. Everyone here at Hazelight is beyond happy, and we can't stop enjoying your amazing reactions. Congratulations. This is an actual good company that makes fantastic games that people love and enjoy, and they're designed to be experienced with somebody that you care about. And I think that's an amazing thing. That's a great use of the medium. Nice, now I have a reason to delete this stupid game from my brother's phone. You're just gonna delete it for him. Atrioc, a streamer that generally covers economic and political topics. Yeah, he's cool. He's the reason why I do this show, actually. He does Marketing Monday, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to do something like that, but something that I'm familiar with and something that I know a bit about. And I thought gaming was a pretty good similar show. So I basically do a Sunday show, just to one-up him, one day before he does his show, so I can get all the important news out. No, I'm kidding. something like A Way Out, a co-op story game. Didn't they make A Way Out? Split Fiction is a co-op story game. The last game that they made was It Takes Two. You might have heard that one. But I think they also made A Way Out. They're known for making two-player co-op games that like require players to work together. These are the same makers from A Way Out and Takes Two. Okay, so yeah, they did make both of them. Yeah, these games are seemingly getting better. They're refining the craft and making it better with each iteration. So congratulations to Hazelight. A fantastic studio, very talented people with a great process for making games. Every co-op game they made is a masterpiece. Yeah, I wouldn't even say that because like they started with the masterpiece and then they made it a better masterpiece and then a better masterpiece. So it's really confusing. They're raising the bar, which is almost in hindsight making their games worse. Like the previous ones are not as good as the forthcoming ones. Really interesting trend. Usually games like they might get better and then they kind of plateau. Like Call of Duty is a good example, or like the Assassin's Creeds are a good example. There's usually not just an upward trajectory, like a linear growth of just each game in the series getting better. I just finished A Way Out today with a friend. Oh, hell yeah. That must have been fun. I don't have a friend to play these games with, so I've never played any of them, but I've seen gameplay and it looks so much fun. I really wish I had somebody to like play with. I really wish I had like a cute gamer girlfriend. That would be kind of sick. Or maybe a gamer boyfriend. Oh, I just accidentally. Me either, sigh. I'll play with you, Ghost. Sigh. I'm right here. I don't like the fixed ending, but the game was really fun. I was playing a movie. Oh yeah, it feels like a movie for sure. At least with The Way Out, from what I've seen, it looks very cinematic. I think It Takes Two looks more like almost like a fairy tale. And then Split Fiction is crazy. Split Fiction is like fairy tale sci-fi. Very, very cool design that they have going on here. Anyways, I kind of spoiled it a little bit, but our next story is from EA. They ceased their Battlefield leak takedowns. So last week we were concerned about the leaks that I showed off because I was pretty certain that they were going to start taking them down because I've seen some videos getting taken down. I don't know if this was from EA or maybe it was. Maybe they just decided to stop. But due to the positive reaction to Battlefield Labs leaks, EA decided to allow the posts to remain up. Despite the NDA, so each player who has played this game has signed an NDA, so they're not legally allowed to share any footage. But despite all that, EA has decided not to take any action against the leaked gameplay of the recent playtests. All the footage has remained up, all the screenshots are still up, and people think, they haven't said this outright, but they think that this is because the leaks have been received very positively. Pretty much around the board, like everyone's got really positive feelings about the recent playtests and are praising the game and saying that they're excited. So the leaks are actually helping. And I joked about this last week saying of course they were going to leak it. And by that I meant I thought EA did this on purpose. I thought this was intentional. Apparently it wasn't. At least maybe it wasn't. Apparently they actually did sign NDAs and they didn't want anyone sharing footage, but people obviously did it anyways, and it really worked out for them. Wasn't there a conspiracy that they leaked it to test the market? Maybe. That's what I'm talking about. I have no idea. I thought so for sure, but now that it's coming out that there's NDAs and they're choosing not to act on it, and it had looked like they were before, I think that they actually genuinely didn't want people posting footage. So, very interesting. Or maybe the NDA is a backup. Maybe if people posted footage and it was really poorly received, then they would start taking things down. No idea. but they got the good ending, so all the footage is going to remain up, which means I can upload my VOD from last week, which I still haven't uploaded. I will do that today. I have to do it. I'm so sorry for the YouTube frogs, all 30 of you. Anyways, that's our show. For the pro tip for today, I just want to say that the sky is the limit, genuinely. And I wanted to share a video with this is something that I noticed that really inspired me. Have you ever seen the dark side of the Earth? I know you've heard of the dark side of the moon, but have you seen the dark side of the Earth? Well, this is what, maybe we could do it without audio. This is what the Earth looks like at night from space. As you see the darkness go over, it's nothing but lights. It's all lit up. Look at that. Humankind, in of ourselves, I can't even say that. As a species, we are like light. For example, humans are the most powerful known species in the galaxy. We literally light up a dark rock floating in the void of space. There's no light other than the stars and us. We are, in essence, light itself. The aspirations of our kind are entirely endless. When you hit roadblocks, don't let them stop you. With enough grit and determinations, you too can absolutely overcome any obstacle. And I really mean this. Like, it's... If we were an anime, we would be like the overpowered protagonist. We can really do anything that we set our minds to. You just have to have the determination. So if you have a project that you're working on, or if you have something that you're passionate about, and you think that you can't do it, you start having doubts, shut up. Put those doubts aside and realize what you fucking are. You are like the closest thing to a god that exists. You are the only thing that's actually sentient on this planet. You have thoughts. Like, that alone is insane. That we can talk and communicate and express not even just physical interpretations of things, but ideas, ideologies, art. It's so incredible. And I really don't want anybody to think of themselves as less or to think of themselves as incapable, because especially if you put enough time into something, you can master any art. It's entirely possible. If you have enough money. It depends. Honestly, you could be completely broke. I mean, look at Edgar Allan Poe. He's one of the most famous poets of all time, and he was never rich. He never had any money. Nah, my dog is smarter and more sentient than my stupid... This is the second time you mentioned your brother. Are you okay? This is the second time. Once is funny. 2 times is a pattern. Anyways. I actually don't have anything for the... I forgot to do the community highlight thing. It's still the same as last week. So I want to show off something that we're working on as of last stream. Before we say goodbye to YouTube. Where is it? Let me find this real quick. I can't remember where I put it. Let's pause the music. I got it right here. You don't have to scream at me. Hey, you don't have to scream at me. Hey, come here. Come here. Little butthole. We've been working on this little drift game since last week, and it's come along really well. It's honestly a lot of fun. The physics work way better than I thought they were, and I'm just really proud of everything that we've done just as a community. Watching that come from last week's stream was just really inspirational, and it's really cool what people can do together. Like alone, I think that we all have some pretty good skills, but like working together, we got a lot done really quickly. I don't know if anybody remembers last week's stream, but the way it ended, we literally couldn't even get the wheels to spin on that goddamn car, and we've just come really far. I'm really proud of it. Mo just sent me a message. Oh, he has. Wait, did you want me to share this? Use Nepal's devlog picture. Yeah, I was actually gonna go through our Discord real quick. Interesting. What is the Oh, you're talking about, oh, this is his devlog. I see. Yeah, Nepal did share a really interesting photo with us. Can I get this in? Can you stop rubbing all over me? You're gonna get me covered in your fur. I'm gonna be covered in cat hair. All right. So, by the way, anybody who wants to share anything with with these weekly streams, you can actually go over to our Discord down below, and you can share onto your on the share your work page. And we love to show off some people's work within the community. This is a devlog from Nepal. He's been working hard. As you can see, 39 days ago, he made version 1.07. This is for his game, was it Bubble Tank Frenzy, I believe it was. He added a fall mode in 32 days ago. 20 days ago, he added game feel, advanced game feel. Don't know what the hell that means. Added advanced AI 10 days ago. Bug fixes and minor improvement 9 days ago, new bullets 3 days ago, and then shuffle update 3 days ago. He's been working hard on this, and this is even something he shared. This is something that that Mo himself found, and I thought that was really impressive. Bubble Gum Frenzy, that's not what it's called. I love seeing people like this, like just silently working. I find that really inspirational. Just like, you know, keeping their head down and just like working on something that they believe in. Love to see that. And what else do we have? I think we just kind of shared off like a lot of that drift and drive stuff. In fact, we can actually take a look at that real quick before. I know we keep saying before we say goodbye to YouTube, but we have one more thing we could share with our YouTube frogs. I want to show off the controller support that we made for the Drift and Drive game. So I'm going to turn on my little controller here. As you can see, the light blinked on. I will keep it on screen to show that there's no funny business. I don't know why I would lie about adding controller support. That would be so embarrassing. Bubble Tank Frenzy. Yeah, I'm familiar with the name. I certainly know it's not called Bubble Gum Frenzy. I do like the idea, though. That is a really funny fake name for it. Yeah, you did share that, which is cool. I like that he didn't even have to show us. We just recognize that he's been working hard. I say we, but it's kind of mostly just you. Hi. Do you want to say anything to stream? Yeah. Here. Into the mic. Now you're silent. Say something. Say something. Okay, she's done. Oh my god. She was having such a hard time getting onto the bed. She was just like flopping like a kid throwing a tantrum. Anyways, let's give a quick trial of this. I'm not touching the screen. I can even press start with the button, so the menus all work, which is sweet. As you can see, we're drifting a little Cybertruck here. And we're still playing with the controller. This is also a song that I made for the game. It goes so hard. this game is mostly built around drifting. So the car is pretty squirrely, but that's intentional. As you can see, you can hit these perfect little drifts. Oh, I'm stuck on the wall. Gotta hit all these little guys. Oh, if I can get off the wall. Oh! I almost drove off the edge. Boom. And that's about it. Yeah, that's the full song. It repeats, it loops pretty well. I like it a lot. And the game is pretty fun. Like, I really like just drifting around, and it's super easy to play. You can play it with keyboard and mouse. You can play it with controller. You can play it with your mom's oxygen tank. I don't know. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to show off for today's This Week in Gaming. Hopefully you'll join us next week. You can watch it on YouTube, or you can join here at twitch.tv/Xenoverse Live. Anyways, goodbye, YouTube.